Hey, I got a little carried away yesterday. Okay. I was, you know, I got carried away. But some people misunderstood the point of what I was saying. Okay. They focused on the crude behavior at the end of the video instead of the point I was making that when some women are all about this true equality, they take for granted the privileges that I mentioned yesterday that they would never dream of letting go. The fact that they get, custody almost always of the child, and then the man who doesn't have custody has to pay for them having custody of the child. The fact that in a divorce without a prenuptial agreement, uh, some woman can meet a rich guy, be married for a few years, and then somehow she's entitled to half his shit. You know, show me a woman, I'm not saying all, but most women like that privilege. And then after the divorce, the man has to give them money because of the lifestyle that they're accustomed to. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of comedy routines about that. Okay? Those are certain privileges that some women would never dream of relinquishing, yet they want equality and they call for equality. Okay? True equality across the board is absurd. It's not going to happen. However, the one thing we can do when it comes to compensation for employment and opportunity, yes, we can have equality. If there is the equal performance. A friend of mine brought it up about the military. Now they're having women's on subs. I served on a sub. And they're putting female officers on subs. Okay? I mean, can you imagine the logistics of this? They put in different showers and heads. Um, you know, for what? So that women can be on a sub? You know what it's like to go underwater for a few months at a time? You're going to have a few women on there. The men are going to, it's just so complicated for what? At what point do you say, this is okay, yeah, you can go do the job, but look at what it's going to cost to do this. Okay, have a female sub. Imagine that. Have the entire sub run by females. Now they can do that job, right? It's the intermingling with men and women, okay, that can cause problems. Okay. Also, the women in the military, when they want to go be part of special forces, SEALs, and everything like that, they do not have the same physical requirements. They may qualify, the requirements are different. Okay. Why? They're taking into account what I mentioned yesterday, the sexual dimorphism. Physical differences between men and women because of testosterone and growth and development during adolescence. Men are generally larger and upper body strength than women. That's nature. Okay, so like I said, I'm all for the equal opportunity, equal compensation. Okay, but to deny that there are differences is absurd. And when women are willing to give up those privileges they have, like being able to call in sick because you're on your period or a drop in performance, men don't have that. Hey, sorry, boss, I'm really horny today. I can't concentrate. Seriously? Or the first one I mentioned about physical altercations. There's plenty of videos you can see where guys have struck back women who hit them first. As I told you, I've never had to strike a woman, with the exception of maybe my sister when we were growing up. She was a female. But we were kids. As a grown adult, I have never struck a woman. I have been slapped. I have been struck, as you probably imagine. Of course I've been slapped because I got a fresh mouth. What can I say? But you avoid the psychos, which, unfortunately, they're probably the best, let's not get sidetracked. The point is, I've avoided the situation. I've never felt the need or had the need to strike back to a woman. But you see the videos where the guys punch back a woman who struck them first. The women, like Whoopi Goldberg said, don't be under the assumption that you're not going to get struck back. And that's an equality issue. Somehow women have this privilege? Of course, there's a physical difference. I don't think a man should strike a woman either. I mean, at some point, if they're equal size and she's kicking his ass, he's got to defend himself. Okay. And there are some women that are very aggressive and like to exploit that, as you can look up on YouTube and see plenty of videos. Okay, so just wanted to clear that up because there was a little misunderstanding in some comments yesterday. Okay, I don't condone that type of behavior. I was using examples and I did get carried away, but I'm going to let it stand. It's an example of privileges between men and women. Okay? Have a nice day.